Good afternoon folks, and welcome to another video. Yes, as you probably can't see, but I've tidied the bench up. Now today I've got this Dansette RG 31, lovely old radiogram, portable radiogram. Belongs to my friend Phil, who I'm currently doing the repairs for. And there's the bubble wrap. Let's take that out, put that down there because that'll go back in when it's done. Now, you've left the deck turned on, you shouldn't do that. And this won't need a power lead upgrade because it has a 3-core lead. So this is already earthed, they always are these, well the later ones were. So this is a later one. So what we'll do, we'll get it round here. And I'll unplug my DS charger and plug this in and see what it does. He said there's no sound. So let's make sure. See if we get any deck rotation. Well, the deck rotates, not very well. It needs, needs a service. There's plenty of torque in the turntable, so the mechanism needs an overhaul. And there's no tone arm clip either, but I've got one for that. Right. Well, it is making audio, but not very much. Right, so it's making audio, but very little. So, that's a good sign. Because it is producing audio. So we are getting sound. So, what we'll do, we'll get the, I've got the iron on already, we'll get the tools. Get the tools out. Get the tools out and we'll proceed in the procedure of taking it apart. So it is actually producing audio, it's just not producing very much of it. So. And like I say, that's a good sign because it could be the rectifier, or it could be one of the valves. Well, let me find someone to put his screws in. There we go. Now I'll tell you what, I'll come back when I've got it apart, because you don't want to watch me take it, but you know how to take screws, you know how to remove screws. Right, I'm back folks, and looking in this, I don't know for sure, but I'll know when I take it apart. I think this has been here before, a long time ago. I'm sure this came here in the early 2000s because I think I recapped it, but I won't know until I get it out completely and have a proper look. but I'm sure I recapped it. It's been recapped, not recently, but it was recapped. Sure I recapped it. And that solder, because I'm sure, I think I put this deck in it as well because it had a standard deck in it if I remember rightly. Sure I put this deck in it with all the nice plastic trim on it, but I don't know for certain, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, definitely think this has been here before, in the early 2000s possibly, more than likely, because I mean, I could be wrong. I won't know until I get the board out and have a look under it, because I know my soldering. But I think I did. That looks like something I might have done. But if it is the same one, I also changed the valves as well, because I had to order replacement valves because one of them was fucked. So I replaced both of them. Only the audio valves radio was okay. Because I had two of these. I had a red one and a blue one. I'm pretty sure this has been here before. It needs a good service anyway. The deck certainly needs a service, I mean. Because it's a bit stiff on the cycling, so that needs that, because there's plenty of torque in the idler turntables, you have trouble stopping it. So I think it's I think the cycling game might be a bit gummed up. But yeah, it definitely looks like my work. I could be wrong, soon find out. Yeah, there's 3 capacitors in there, 3 black ones, but anybody could have put them in. I could be wrong, but can't remember now, it's been that fucking long, I'll soon know. But if I did do it, at least it's lasted. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think it's a valve, I think it's the rectifier, judging on the fact that there's very, very little audio. Either that or a resistor. A resistor could have gone right high up. But them 3 electrolytics there were replaced, but the one near the output transformer wasn't. So either it tested okay, or I didn't do this. But looks very familiar, extremely. Oh, we'll soon know when I pull the chassis. Just trying to look, see if I left any clues behind. What I should have done was wrote my name in the bottom of it or something, but because I noticed. I'm trying to see if there's anything there that I would have done. Because I generally take these aerials off. Has that been resoldered back on? It doesn't look it. I take them off so I can work on them. Because there's only 3 wires, so I just take them off and solder them back on afterwards. but the radio wasn't recapped. Might not be me that done it, might have been somebody else. It looks like my work. Whoever did it was neat anyway. Yeah. Weird. Very strange. I expected to find an aluminium 3-in-1 can in this, but no. Right. Let's deal with getting the amplifier out. We can do some checks. What we'll do, we'll start by getting the valve. We'll start by taking the valves out and having a look at what numbers they are. They're thinner than usual, and I haven't got any of them. Thought I had one, but I haven't. I ain't got one of them. They're smaller than usual. They look it anyway. Oh well. I'm gonna have to get this deck out first. Let's get the. Yeah. Very strange. Isn't it? I'm gonna. Now let's have a look. Because let's get this deck out. Just get it out of the way for a minute. Can't get my soldering iron down into there, so I'm going to there we go. It's easier to do it that way. Right, and I'll put the deck somewhere safe. I can store it on the bench now because I've got room. I need to change the tone armrest as well because I've got one here with a proper clip on it, but it's a slightly different one. It was here a minute ago. It's knocking about in here somewhere. I've seen it because I got it out to check because I was going to just nick the clip off, but it's a different type. So, but it is off one of these. Let's get the deck unsoldered. Yeah, it's very. Like something I had years ago, but there again I don't know because I don't think I'd have left this on. So, that's a pain in the ass to desolder because it feeds through. It's easier to just snip the fucker. There's plenty of wire there for me to redo it. Just clip it. There we go. So it's basically go through the deck and go through the amp and find out what's causing the problem. It probably what's fucking stopping that coming up here. Fucking hell. Oops. Yeah. Drape the wire over the top of me fucking iron. Right. Lift the deck out, move these remote controls. thread it go back in. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have a thing that goes over it. It clips in there. Yeah, clips in. Oh, well, that's a pain in the ass, isn't it? The fucking power cord's still connected. Also, we've got to fuck about taking the plug off. Right, let's rest out there from there. Right. Well, the amp comes out easy enough. I might be able to work on it there, but that cap there will need to be replaced because it hasn't been. It's weird, this. Yeah, this is very strange. We've got to disconnect the speaker as well. Well, there's two speakers in this, but I could only hear one. I could only hear sound coming out of one, and they are wired in parallel, so don't know what the issue is with that. I'll find out. Let me just pause you a minute while I get the amp out. Well, that was a fucking pain in the ass. I had to take all them fucking wires off just to get at the fucking, and so I'm not so it's not under the in the way. I'm going to remove the power transformer as well, so it's not in the way and doesn't run risk of getting damaged. Let's remove that. Wondering now, folks, it's fucking horrible, isn't it? You know, we live in a shit country, don't we? I mean, don't even get fucking decent weather. Right, and so that I don't forget, let's have a look at these. Well, that wouldn't have fucking helped. Fucking red was hanging off. That wouldn't have fucking helped matters, would it? Fucking red was hanging off. Yeah. So it's red, black, yellow. We'll disconnect this transformer because I'm going to go through it anyway. So, and the board needs a clean anyway. So. There we go. Get the black one off. Right, let's put that with that lot. Now, see, I don't need the transformer because I'm not going to be looking for voltages in here, because I'm going to change the rectifier anyway, so right. I don't think I've got these valves. Just take them out and put them safe in case there's nothing wrong with them. EL90. Fucking EL90. Wow. That's not what it says in the fucking. And I want to check there's no fucking voltage in them fucking caps before I fucking make sure there's no voltage on this rectifier. voltage on the caps. .33. Fuck all. Yeah. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace the rectifier anyway. The nice thing about these DANSETTEs is they're all relatively fucking standard. I want to check the output transformer. That valve retainer's the wrong way around. Pull that one. That's a 6AT. Let me just check with that one I've got in here, because I'm sure. Oh, I'll check it later, but I'm sure I've got one. Let's turn my meter off for a minute. Let's see. Put it back on because I want to check. Get me sanding block so I can prop my meter up. Because I want to check the output transformer, because it was pretty low, and that was the symptoms I was getting with that other DANSETTE I've just done of mine. So that capacitor there can come out and be replaced. Right, so we've got I want to look at the primary side of the transformer, which is that wire there. Where's the one going to the valve? Goes to the valve here, so it's, fuck me, so it's that one there and that one in the middle of that resistor. So why did they put it in the middle of a fucking resistor? Unless it's tucked under there. Oh, it's put in the middle of it. It's that one there, and the other side it goes there. Yeah, because that's where the red one goes. It goes right into the middle pin here. It goes right up to here. Yeah, this looks familiar. Let's check this capacitor. Just check it with a meter for a minute. Right, test the rectifier, although it's coming out anyway, but I'll still test it. Now on that side. Fuck all on that side. Have I got another rectifier I can test it against? Because I'm not sure if you can test these fuckers like that. No, I haven't. I must have chucked that. Oh yeah, I've got one here. I'm not sure if you can test these with a fucking diode tester. I would imagine, I don't see why you shouldn't be able. I know the voltage drop across them are different, but even so, you'd still expect to be able to test the bastard thing. No, you can't. Let's put on impedance. No? No? Oh yeah. What's that one reading? At least it's fucking got a fucking reading off it a second ago. .3 mega ohms. That's what that's reading. So let's see what we get off this fucker. Now on that side. We should get about the same. For 7.46 mega ohms. So yeah, I'd say that's okay, but I'm going to change. It's going to be changed anyway, so at least we know that's okay. Let's check the primary, the output transformer. The secondary, sorry, the output transformer. I can do that at the speaker wires. That's where they go. Sometimes on my fucking meter leads. So. And we'll check these 3 capacitors that are in here as well. I'm not sure if I did this. To be honest, I don't think I did, because it doesn't look like my soldering. Scraps, it's too early. Well, the output transformer's okay. Just to be certain, make sure I'm not picking up a resistance off my fucking fingers. It can. Yeah. Yeah. 2 ohms. 0.2 ohms, sorry. Well, yeah, I'd have to say that's okay. Now let's check these capacitors. Let's check these. Not sure. That one could be, but I don't think so. That one's not giving me any sort of reading. Oh, it is now. There we are. But put on continuity. Oops. No, it's not short. No, it's not short. What we'll do, we'll test these anyway, just in case they've fucking gone down. What value are they? One will be about 400. I normally put 400s in them. 16 UF at 450. The other one there, that one there will be 32. That's actually 33 at 400. The other one should be 25 at 25. That's 50 volts. 33 UF. Yeah, so right, so basically the jobs to do on this is simple. What we're doing on this, we're changing, we change the rectifier. Yeah, we change the rectifier, look at these capacitors, change this capacitor here. Yeah, I thought this was one I'd done, it's not, looks like it though. I thought this had been here before, but it hasn't. I'm just saying it could have been, but you know, if it was years ago. Whoever did it didn't loop the fucking grounds together. I'm going to sort scraps out, folks. I'll be back in a bit.